Some of y'all do not have the capacity to date musicians, and that is okay. My name is Chastity. I'm a singer-songwriter, and this conversation needs to be had. I think there's a lot of people who are attracted to me. There's a lot of people who like my shine. They like what they see, but you cannot handle what comes with the profession that I'm in, and that's okay. I'm an artist. I'm a singer. That means I have a lot of visibility on me, right? So that means there's a lot of guys who like me. There's a lot of guys that have crushes on me just because they see what I do. And I'm a respectful woman, high morality, high integrity. I don't play that. I do my job and I go home. But what I can't do is have a man that's trying to run a strict program and trying to control every little move I make because of the artistry that I do in the industry that I'm in. And too many times I feel like I deal with individuals who are attracted to the light. They're attracted to the trophy. They're attracted to what they see, but they don't have the capacity to handle what comes with the woman who's in the industry, no matter how integral the woman is. And I think it goes the same with musicians, male musicians, women. If you're attracted to them, yes, they're fine. Yes, when they're playing and they're strumming the guitar, it's great. But do you have it in you to be dealing with him being around temptation all the time? Because that's just the life of a musician. Now, there are really good male musicians. There are good men out there who play music. Trust me, I know. I'm friends with them. But still, the job comes with being around attractive women. The job comes with people are going to be attracted to your man. You can't beat up every woman that is attracted to your man because of his visibility. You got to be secure and know what comes with your man in the industry he's in.
That's a really good take. She kind of goes on a little bit more, but I'll link the full video down below. But I think this is definitely a conversation that needs to be had, especially for those of you who are still single musicians that are out in the out in the field, out doing your thing. You know what I mean? You're young, you're not ready to be married yet, you're not in a financial position yet, or whatever. You're still building, you're still grinding, whatever you kind of got going on, you know what I'm saying, in that world of yours. I have been married for over 20 years, 20 years of marriage, with my wife, 6 kids, all by her. I never stepped out on my marriage, never did any of those things like that. So I do have a degree of experience in this area that I can really kind of pour into some of you guys. And what I will tell you is that it matters who you marry. It matters who you marry. That is one of the biggest decisions that you can make in your life. One of the most important decisions that you can make in your life. I had a wise man tell me years ago. He said there are two things that you don't want in life. One is, he was telling me as a man, he said one is a no good car. He said two is a no good woman, because they'll both take you, cost you money and put you down. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful who you connect with. And so I'm speaking, to the unmarried musicians and singers and artists and whoever may come across this, that it matters. I have been blessed to have a wife that understands what it is that I do, that has understood and undergirded everything that I have done and pursued over the last 20 years of my career in music. I have been doing music as long as we have been married. You know what I mean? I have been pursuing, working, building my full-time music career since day one. And she understood what that was, and she has undergirded that. And so you want to make sure that you connect with someone that not only understands who you are, loves who you are, is attracted to you, all of those, those beautiful things, but also understands your function in life, what you're building, what you're chasing, what you're growing, and is willing to either come aside you and link hands and y'all work and build that together, and or is able to undergird and push you in that area. My wife, she is not a musician. She's not a singer. She hasn't really flowed in any of those areas. She's not on a praise team. She's not in a choir. She hasn't done any of those things in her life. You know what I mean? So she's not musically inclined in any way, form, shape, or fashion, yet she has understood the assignment over the course of the 23 years that we have been together. And she has undergirded, pushed me, encouraged me. She has been my biggest fan, my number one fan, my number one pusher, and she has done everything. She has sacrificed so many things in her life, you know what I mean, to ensure that I was able to do my career full time, which is why I go as hard as I can for her in exchange. Like our exchange is that like you support me as much as you support me is as much as I'm gonna work hard for you to provide, to protect. You know, my wife has not worked in over a decade. She has not lifted a finger. And that is because I value what she has brought to the table and the sacrifice that she's made. And there's a point where I've already started taking her around the world in different places and taking her overseas and Europe and taking her on trips and doing things like that because I appreciate the sacrifice that she has given in her life. And I want to make sure that I honor that. So you want to make sure that you are connected to someone that understands what it is. And you also, especially if you're a person of morality, because we know all of the horror stories about musicians and how they treat women in the games that they play and stuff like that. And I always say this, most of those things are stereotypes. They're not standards. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the people that get all of the shine, they get all of the attention, they get all of the gossip because they're doing stuff. Most men, most musicians, a lot of us are just trying to get our bag, trying to do our thing, stay out the way, you know what I'm saying? Live a quiet life. You know what I'm saying? Working with our hands, minding our business. I'm that guy that we do exist. There's way more of us out here than there are the latter or the former, however you want to look at that. There's way more of us out here that are grinding it out, that are doing our job. We just living a quiet life. We trying to just get the bag and do what we try to do. You know what I'm saying? So as you grow, young musician, as you grow, even old musician, whatever, wherever you are in life, as a single person, woman, male, female, it matters who you marry. It matters who you connect with in this life because it could be the closest thing to heaven or hell in your life, depending on you who you marry. And if you marry someone that's insecure about what it is that you do, the people that you're around, and they can't handle that, you know what I'm saying? Then that's not the right person for you. My wife has never done that to me in the course of 20 years of marriage. You know, I travel. She does not have to travel with me. She is not there with me. She knows that and then part of that is because I have proved my trust with her over 20 plus years of relationship where she does not have to worry about any other woman being in my DMs, being on my side, going after me, doing any of those things like that. That is not a concern because I've never, and I promise to never have, never make her put her in a position to do that, to feel that way or what have you. She has access to all my my bank account stuff, all of my she has access to everything, my phone passcodes, my email passwords, all of that stuff like that. So I have nothing to hide or nothing to keep from her. She has access to it all because I trust her as much as she trusts me. And that is the beautiful part of relationship that you want to have. That's the type of relationship you want to have. Like I go and I travel. There's whole days where I might not talk to my wife while I'm out and she knows that she can trust me because she knows I'm there to work. I'm doing a 20-hour studio session. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have time to pick up the phone or, be trying to check in every like 2 or 3 hours. And she gives me that space. But when I check in, I check in. You know what I'm saying? So that is my piece on that. I appreciate you guys for checking out this content. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. I love to see and hear not just my perspective, but your wisdom on the matter. All right. Talk to you guys later. Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy, John Mike. If you've been rocking with my content and you want to go beyond what YouTube allows, what social media allows, that's exactly why I created my Patreon. Over there, I break down the real side of music tech, business, how this industry actually works, the creative side. I'm talking exclusive podcasts with your favorite creators. And there's 3 ways that you can join. There's a support tier that starts at just $5 a month. That's for people who just want to support my work and get early access to the content that I create. The Creator Plus tier goes deeper into the tools, the workflows, the plugins, everything that I use to create and scale out my content. And then there's the Business Plus tier. This is where we talk strategy, monetization, ownership, all of the things that I do to make money, how I scaled a 7-figure company, how you you can do it too. Asking questions, all of the crazy things that you want to know about how to build a sustainable, real career in music. So if you're really ready to take this to the next level and grow your creative business this year, then please join me over there at Patreon. The link is down below. I'll talk to you guys over there. Let's get it.